Hello, cellos. We are on to the next song, Ode to Joy, number 2 on page 15. There are a couple of things going on here. The first one is that each one of these versions, G string, D string, A string, and your C string, are all on one string. So you're not using your open string other than the low one to play these songs. So what we're going to do is something called shift, and we're going to play third position. Third position is basically when your first finger slides from the first stripe, which is first position, to the third stripe, which is third position. So let me demonstrate the first one. I'm going to play the first couple of notes. So this is the G string version. It starts with third finger B. Then we're going to slide our first finger to the third stripe. That's C. Then the third finger goes to the fourth stripe, which is D. And yes, that fourth stripe note is the same as your next string. So this note is D, and this note here is also D. So when you put it together, it sounds like this. Lift and repeat. Second ending. So if you played along with that one, great, that's the G string version. We're going to go on to the D string version. It's the same finger pattern. So the other thing to look out for is the first and second endings. So there is a repeat, but when you play the song the second time, you skip the first ending and go right to the second ending. So you have two things going on here that are a little tricky. The shift to third position, and also the first and second ending and following the roadmap. Before I do the D string version, why do you need to shift? Well, there are some spots that you're going to play this year or in the future where you're going to need to put your first finger up here to play higher notes. Specifically on your A string, that gives you the note E, which lets you play with the violins. They have an E string. Also, it's going to make some things easier so when you shift and you go between G and A to 4 in third position, instead of changing strings to go 4 open. So that's the main reason, to make some things easier when we go to play faster in the future. So here's the D string version of Ode to Joy. For your belt test, you should be doing all 4 of these. Here's the D string. Ready, play. First ending. Repeat. Second ending. And the A string version. Ready, go. One, I'm going to do the C string version, and I'm going to slide sideways here so you can see my thumb when I do the shifting. So hopefully that will see where that's going with the C string. Here's the C string version. Ready, go. Notice the thumb goes with first ending, repeat. Shift there, and see where my thumb goes. The thumb has to travel with the rest of your hand. If you need more time to do the shift, you can always pause. So I kind of did this as a performance where you play along once you kind of get it, but if you play through it or slow it down or pause the video, all of that is very helpful when you're going to learn this concept. This is something that the violins and violas have not learned yet, so yours is actually a little bit harder than theirs is. From that respect, but I think you'll get it, and once you get it, you'll enjoy kind of playing some of the higher notes and being able to play with the violins on the E notes too. So good luck, and there's Ode to Joy.